থেকে
শুধুই পাওয়ার।
5 কি সারা দেশ জানে তুই জানিস না?
বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে জাস্ট 5 টাকায় 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। বা তার বেশি মূল্যের ইন্টারনেট প্যাক কিনে 5 টাকা রিচার্জ করলে পাবেন 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। বাংলা লিংক।
22 for 3. Again a short delivery accounts for a Bangladesh batsman. Brings Mahmudullah Riyad. His role is going to be absolutely vital here. With still no news of the Shakib Al Hasan injury. Did his job with the ball. Then that injury to the little finger dislocation has meant that we are still awaiting further news of that. Sri Lanka's two quick bowlers have bowled in tandem. That's the second wicket for Dushmantha Chameera. One for Lakmal. Talking about playing against the opposition, knowing what the opposition's strengths and weaknesses are. Come back to that after this delivery. Sri Lanka also made one change. And they got in an extra seam bowler in place of Lakshan Sandakan, even though he was an inexperienced seam bowler in Shehan Madhushankar, part of their development squad of players. Brought him here as almost as part of the experience, but then have thrown him in the deep end. Looked confident with the bat. Had a small outing, hit a boundary when boundaries had dried up completely. Very keen to see how he comes across. Ideal situation for a debutant to come in and bowl. There's the wicket again, just got a little big on him. He would have known that. It's happened before. Happened to the other batsman. I think he wanted to pull it down instead of trying to go over the head of that fielder. He rolled the wrist over and it went straight down to him. Perhaps could have been a better idea to hit it in the air and it would have taken it over the fielder. Done and dusted, already back in the heart. Oh, a genuine edge. And it's gone through the slip and the keeper has gone to the boundary. Lucky, very lucky from Mahmudullah. That's been the story of the innings so far. Ball dominating bat, and when runs have come, they've come in this fashion. Tentative. So Mahmudullah will say he did that deliberately. He saw the gap between keeper and first slip and he just dabbed it for a 4.
And he's got away with that, I can tell you that, because there is a slip in place. Finally, they surely don't want to lose another wicket here. Yeah, with the leg gully in place, 3 men on the offside, inside the circle. Again, very good line and length. Not only they've bowled short ones, they're very good, but also immaculate line and length. 26 for 3.
চলো না ঘুরে আসি অজানাতে যেখানে নদী এসে থেমে গেছে
গাজী টায়ার, নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
Eggy sticks, eggy pillow. Chotto break, chotto snacks.
To the good at this stage was Sri Lanka. This is just about when Kushal Mendes was going berserk. Power play will be signalled. Sri Lanka can have an extra man out. So the way they're in, the situation they're in right now, don't think they'll bother putting a maximum of 4 men out. So they've got, at the moment, 3 out outside the circle.
Well, what they would be thinking is to put an extra man in the catching position, for sure. Ghazi Dastagir on the left of the screen, Member of the Parliament, Chairman of the Ghazi TV. witnessing this contest. It's a really tight situation for Bangladesh at the moment. Already 3 down, they've got 7 wickets, and we haven't still got news what is happening with Shakib Al Hasan. But they need a partnership. They need to think that yes, this pair has to bat for a longer period of time without losing a wicket. That's the hope that the crowd will be hoping for.
But that's not something that's alarming in terms of the run rate. It's just 3 wickets lost. Still under 5 and over. That's how relatively small this target is. Just about keeping wickets in hand and batting deep into this innings. Trying not to let the surface or any hidden demons in the surface come to life, because there aren't any.
When Sri Lanka started batting, they picked up the first 50 of just 45 deliveries, Gautam. But then it got difficult. 83, 70, and then 84 deliveries for the next 4 50s. It gets a little bit difficult as the day has progressed. And it looks like that it's not easy at the moment for Bangladesh also. But what is important, as I said earlier, you got to get into a mindset of not jetting out. Well bowled, just coming back into the right-hander.
Bit of a jovial mood in there for the moment. A bit grim earlier, they were. Or apart from all the dignitaries here in Bangladesh, all great fans of cricket, fans of the team naturally, sometimes can get very emotionally involved with victories and losses, but at the moment, still plenty hanging in the balance in this match. Two experienced batsmen out there, Mushfiqur Rahim and Mahmudullah Riyad. They'll know in the back of their minds that Shakib Al Hasan has the injury.
The chairman's son also there in the president's box. Gone off. Ghulam Murtaza. Could have been stopped. He's thinking to come back for the second. It's very good running. That's what they need to do. They're going to back themselves up. Some really good running in between the wickets. 2 of the last ball of this over. After 11, Bangladesh struggling at 28 for 3.
ভাইয়া 99 টাকা ইন্টারনেট প্যাকটা দিয়ে
আপা আর 5 টাকা দিলেই কিন্তু
খালা 5 টিয়ার লাগা জানি সুটটা না যায় আপু ওনি হাই হাই 5 এর আছে তো এইদিকে
শুধুই
5 কি সারা দেশ জানে তুই জানিস না
বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে জাস্ট 5 টাকায় 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। 99 টাকা বা তার বেশি মূল্যের ইন্টারনেট প্যাক কিনে 5 টাকা রিচার্জ করলে পাবেন 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। বাংলা লিংক।
Still lots of cricket to be played. The sun far from having set on Bangladesh's fortunes here at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. One thing this stadium does provide is a vista of some gorgeous sunsets. I wonder if they're watching the sunsets or the cricket for the moment. Certainly enjoying the wonderful hospitality we have around the ground. Big crowd in here, expectant crowd. They'll want their Tigers to come and start roaring. There you see it. They've come in big numbers. Saturday afternoon. Partial holiday in these parts.
It's going to be very important. The key for Bangladesh is this pair. Mahmudullah and Mushfiqur Rahim. They haven't faced too many deliveries. It's all about partnership. It's also about the way how he builds on the innings. It's not about looking to hit boundaries. They only have 2 4s and a 6. Also important for them to look for the gaps. If you look at the onside, they have just one fielder inside the circle in front of Mahmudullah. So really big open spaces on the onside. So play with softer hands and just angle the bat and play it towards that vacant area. Waiting for it, whether it will be called a wide. No, it has not been called a wide. Directors at the board. It's in box. So that's what I'd like to see from both these batsmen, and perhaps that's what they will be also hoping for. Make sure you don't get out, but also don't forget to pick up a single here and there. Just let the scoreboard ticking. Now the run rate required has just gone over 5 runs in an over. On the onside. It'll only be a single.
Yeah, more of that the order of the day. Just get the singles, no matter what the pitch is. You've now figured out what the tactics from the opposition are. They're going to keep coming short at you. And if you're aware of it, maybe you lose the odd 1 wicket or 2 wickets as a surprise element. But these 2 experienced players know. They'll be expecting the short stuff. And they know exactly what to do to counter it. And what's in their favour is, even at this stage, it's not a boundary that's required to win the match. Singles can still take them to a respectable position.
Yeah, the leg slip now comes into the leg gully position, a wide leggish gully. There you go, that's the reason why, because they'll keep testing them with the short pitch deliveries. There is also protection in the deep. There is deep square leg and deep fine. He's already bowled 2 bouncers, 2 short ones. He can't afford to bowl another one here. Good one.
Yep, interested to see what Shamira comes up with this in his last ball of his 6th over. Still a leg gully in place. He's done with his quota of short deliveries for the over. Mushfiqur Rahim will know that. Is it going to be something in his scoring area? Yeah, well, it's just about in the zone that doesn't qualify as a bouncer. Gets away with it. 29 for 3.
প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সব সময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশ ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক, গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক, গাজীর প্রথম, গাজীর সেরা, সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ। নিজের বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট থাকলে কি ঘরে শান্তি আসে? দেখুন। বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট থাকলে কি ঘরে শান্তি আসে? দেখুন। নিজের বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট থাকলে
Have a look at it. 90% short or good length. This is how they targeted Mahmudullah in the previous ODI.
And nothing down the leg side. Absolutely brilliant. That's exactly what you want from your bowlers. To bowl at good lines and good length. Lengths have been excellent. Once in a while they've tested the batsmen with short ones, but they did not, never ever drifted down the leg side, which has been the key.
Vice President of the Sri Lankan Cricket Board. Mohan De Silva. be absolutely delighted. Had the pleasure of meeting him the other evening at Curator's house, Ramani Silva. Lovely Sri Lankan meal. Of course, all orchestrated. Oh, that's in the air. Just eluding the fielder. It'll be a boundary.
Well, I think that's not a bad option because as a batsman, when you see the bowler just bowling short pitch deliveries and you don't want to hit somewhere on the onside, that's not a bad option at all. Up and over on the offside and hit that away from that fielder at third man. It's a boundary, much needed one for Bangladesh, coming from the bat of Mahmudullah.
That's what we said earlier. So far, the short stuff has been well directed. The moment you give them width outside the off stump, you can do that. You can cut, you can uppercut. You go down the leg side, you can just help it down. Fielder goes out. The leg gully fielder has now been sent to deep extra cover, deep point. Better delivery from Thisara Perera. Bangladesh are looking to pounce on anything slightly loose. They know it's not a huge total, but on this surface, under the circumstances, 221 could be more like about a 250, 260 type total. Now they found their voice. At the crowd here in Mirpur, they'll get behind their team. Good single. Good single. That's what they need to do. When they find the boundaries, whenever they don't, keep rotating the strike. Okay, just to finish what I was saying, we met Vice President of the Sri Lankan board, of course, Roshan Adesinghe, the man who set it all up. And Thisara Perera, this series. Look at that. We showed you a little while earlier, the Sri Lankan seamers this series, 10 wickets, all short. Half of those have been taken by this man, Thisara Perera. 11 wickets in the series, 5 of them short, 4 good length areas.
I read the batsman's mind. Knew exactly what to do with the ball. Also very good with the bat. Put most runs for Sri Lanka in this tournament, Thisara Perera. But after today's match, it's Tharanga just went past him. 5 runs in that over, 34 for 3.
এখন গান শুনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now, exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য।
গাজী টায়ার, নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
That was Kusal Perera, and then it leveled out. A couple of big partnerships. All they need to do now is get a big partnership going, and this is what we've been looking forward to seeing, is Shehan Madhushanka. To bowl his first delivery in one-day cricket, his first delivery in international cricket. What a start, right on the money. That's his first delivery ever in international cricket. He's not even played much at the first class level. He's part of their development program, and he's been thrown in the deep end in this final. Great start for him.
And he will enjoy bowling in these conditions, Gautam, because of the fact that the Bangladesh batsman has struggled. And nicely set up by the seamers water side. Absolutely brilliant. Great cameraman work, great camera work there. Absolutely brilliant. Yep. Beautiful. It was pitched up and it played that beautifully. Touch and go, yeah. Oh, great work. Danushka. Make sure that he pulls his back.
He dived in like an Olympic swimmer. That was a great effort from Dhanushka Gunatilaka. A gorgeous shot for a start. Admire that. And, he dived a little early, to be fair. Then realized he had done that. Went with the momentum and still pulled it in just before. Look at that. He actually recovered. He did dive a little early, but he made up for it with some great athleticism.
Well, he saw him early in the last one when he took a really good catch of Tamim Iqbal, and then the pick up and throw in the stumps when he got Shakib al Hasan run out. So he's been very good in the field. Started, but surely have started to flow from the bat at the moment. They're getting into good momentum here. Still early days, partnership only 16 of 25, but that's what they needed, that's what they want. Don't think about the total at the moment. Make sure you have the scoreboard ticking over.
Yeah, have a look at the required rate. It's 5.04. They got 5 runs the previous over. They've got 4 already this over, halfway through. Not done anything risky. So it's really something that's manageable. It's in your mind to structure the partnerships. So the crowd would like to see a little bit more entertainment, but Bangladesh will know that they don't have to entertain the crowd, they have to win. There was a time when Bangladesh in one-day cricket were more flamboyant. That's the speeds of Shehan Madhushanka in his first over in international cricket.
Yeah, not bad. And I'm sure he could, looks like that he can bowl a little bit quicker. It's just the first over international cricket for him. Short and wide. Nicely played, got on top of his toes and put that away for a couple of runs. Good batting from Mahmudullah.
It's a steep learning curve here. He's looked decently sharp. He hasn't looked nervous, but what he has done is, the strategy for the Sri Lankans has been to pitch it short. His 2 short deliveries have not been well directed. Both outside the off stump, both have been dealt with. Had a quick word with him, Dinesh Chandimal, from behind the stumps. Pitches it up to finish his first over. Welcome to international cricket, Shehan Madhushanka. 14 overs gone, Bangladesh 40 for 3.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগাগোড়া মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম গাজী প্রথম গাজী সেরা ইফাদ টি টাইম চায়ের সাথে সেরাটা
16 টাকা পিস
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য.
ভাইয়া 99 টাকার ইন্টারনেট প্যাকটা দিয়ে
আপা আর 5 টাকা দিলেই কিন্তু
খালা 5 টিয়ার লাগা জানি সুটটা না যায় আপু অনেক হাই
পাঁচের আছে তো এই দিকে শুধুই
5 কি সারা দেশ জানে তুই জানিস না
বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে জাস্ট 5 টাকায় 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট 99 টাকা বা তার বেশি মূল্যের ইন্টারনেট প্যাক কিনে 5 টাকা রিচার্জ করলেই পাবেন 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট বাংলা লিংক
25 টাকা
Well, that's where the game is at the moment. Bangladesh, they need another 182 runs of 36 overs. They got 7 wickets standing.
নিজের বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট থাকলে কি ঘরে শান্তি আসে দেখুন
খালাকে টাকা পাঠিয়েছো দুদিন থেকে বলছি খালাকে টাকা পাঠাও
send money খালার নাম্বার
সহজ রাস্তা তুমি কি করে তুমি ভুলে যাও আমি বুঝি না
কখন পাঠিয়েছে
এখন বিকাশ করেছো না
দেখলেন তো আজই বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলুন
The third wicket. This was again Shabir Rahman. Really couldn't control the pull shot once again. Just onto him a little bit quicker, bouncing. And Bangladesh 3 down for not too many. Shamira has 2 for 13, 1 run out. But Mahmudullah's looked good. He's made 15 of 17. Mushfiqur Rahim has looked to settle in. So Bangladesh's target, 182 of 36 overs. The asking rate at the moment is 5.06. Bangladesh going at just under 3 runs and over. So Sri Lanka needs wickets here, Ali. Nothing else. While the Bangladeshis will need a very measured kind of approach because we're still not sure about Shakib Al Hasan.
Yeah, at this stage, Sri Lanka was 78 for 2. Puts it all in perspective how tough it got for them later in their innings as the ball got a bit older. And Bangladesh now 40 for 3, and it's going to take a Herculean effort from not only these two but the rest of the team. And as you mentioned, will Shakib bat or won't he? That's tucked into the gap and should be an easy 2. Sri Lankans have had a definite game plan against Bangladesh and they've stuck to it. They've even made the change to the side, bringing in the debutant for a final, Madhushankar, dropping Lakshan Sandakan. And they've said, we're going with seam, we're going to really attack them. And they've done just that and got the just rewards. Again, tucked away on the leg side. This time he's got better timing on it. But the man will run around from fine leg and make the save. He really is a class act, Mushfiqur Rahim. Been in many a tough spot for his team over the years and managed to dig him out of it more often than not. But in the final, in a game that they must win in front of their home crowd, the pressure will be immense. But at the moment, I don't think they're looking too far ahead. They're just looking over by over, trying to build a partnership. The beauty about only chasing 221 is that the run rate never escalates. It won't get out of control, and it's under 5 to the over now, so that's not the issue. The issue will be wickets. This time he's able to cut it away, and another brace. They're just deciding to pitch it up in this over, really, to Sara Pereira. I saw him wiping his fingers on his lungs. I'm not sure whether that's sweat or whether maybe there's just a wee bit of dew at the moment. Hasn't really been a factor in the tournament thus far. But there was a bit of a breeze blowing this morning. It was a bit colder than in previous days. Maybe that's a factor.
I think it's more could be sweating. Not sure whether the dew would make an appearance at this stage, but you never know. This over has been good. They've already got 3 twos. And they're looking very good. Every ball they're getting a run here. They're just looking to release this pressure. Mushfiqur has gone up to 14 of 17. His partnership now 25 of 32. Sri Lanka will be mindful of that. They've removed the slip, but got 2 men out on the leg side boundary. They've also got a man at short mid wicket. They can afford to have those fielders outside the circle. They got the 4 maximum. We got Mehdi Hasan, then Mashrafi Mortaza at 6 and 7. That's because we told you that we're still not sure about Shakib Al Hasan. A very unfortunate incident on the field, dislocating his little finger.
I did that once against Pakistan. I think it was in Rawalpindi, and I looked down and it was at right angles. Oh, here we go. So I wasn't brave enough to pull it in there.
You weren't?
No, I ran off screaming, according for the physio.
How was it when he did put it in? Would have been very painful.
Very painful in ice, and just try and numb it as quickly as possible. There's a healthy edge. It's going to race away to the boundary for 4. Very, very good over that for Bangladesh. 50 up, 51 for 3 after 15.
ভাইয়া 99 টাকা ইন্টারনেট প্যাকটা দিন।
আপা আর 5 টাকা দিলেই কিন্তু
খালা 5 টিয়ার লাগা জানি সুটটা না যায়। আপু উনি হাই হাই 5
পাঁচের আছে তো এইদিকে
শুধুই
5 কি সারা দেশ জানে তুই জানিস না?
বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে জাস্ট 5 টাকায় 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। 99 টাকা বা তার বেশি মূল্যের ইন্টারনেট প্যাক কিনে 5 টাকা রিচার্জ করলেই পাবেন 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। বাংলা লিংক।
So that's the comparison. Nothing really to write home about. Bangladesh way behind Sri Lanka. But then the second half of the Sri Lankan innings, it really was a struggle. The Bangladesh bowlers bowling much tighter lines and lengths. For Madhusanka it is. Have to be mindful of the lengthy balls. Tends to hit now. Could be trouble here. He was looking for a quick single, a non-existent single. Gets a bit of shape back at the right-hander and also hits the deck hard. But this is what the last ball of the last over resulted in, just pushing at a delivery, no slips, very safe. Ahmadullah just getting a boundary. I don't think it was intentional, but that area is open. Always useful.
Tisora Perez has been in such good form this tournament, being a wicket taker. I think I might have been inclined if I was the captain, Dinesh Chandimal. I know it's easier when you see it and in hindsight, but just have a slip in place. He's only in his second over. That's on to him, and a hurry again sends him back. Really good anticipation. Danushka Ganatilaka, he's at mid-wicket, and I'll tell you what, he's really anticipating it well. As soon as Mushrifur Rahim has got on the back foot, he's running towards the umpire and just putting doubt in the 2 batsmen's mind. Twice Mahmudullah's wanted the single, and twice Mushrifur has sent him back. That's cut away, parried by the man at backward point into the path of the advancing third man, so it'll just be the single. Big strong lad is Madhushanka. Looks like he's got a fair bit of gas. Likes to hit the deck hard, and when he pitches it up, we've seen that ball tail in slightly. Tisora Perera has been the only guy actually in this tournament that's got the ball to reverse swing, and we've seen him use the angle of his arm very smartly indeed, from bowling upright to just slightly round arm, and gets the ball to drift in. 3.35 at the moment. Under 5 required. There's a bit of change of pace, but it's going to be too wide, and the umpire will oblige.
I think we'll have to be mindful of the width Shehan Madhushanka is looking to bowl. He's looking to bowl fast, there's no doubt. They're enjoying the extra pace, but it's just that when there is width outside the off stump on offer, that's where they seem to be profiting. Anything on the stumps at the batsman, they're not able to score. So they have to be tight with the line, really tight with the line. There's no doubt that he could bend his back and bowl the heavy ball. But yeah, it's a very delicate situation. This game is poised. Bangladesh will want this partnership to kick on. Sri Lanka, on the the other hand, naturally we need wickets if they're to win this game.
That one's definitely stayed down a little bit as well. What an atmosphere we've got here, though. Tell you what, it's been a terrific crowd. That's what it must have been like when the Colosseum was full and all the gladiators. Tell you what, there's a fair few tigers around as well.
Yeah, few of them. Some of them look very fierce to me.
কেজি 200 টাকা 200 টাকা কেজি কম না ওটা এই যেটা আছে 180 এটা 180 রাখো পারতেছি না একটা গুড় দেন আমারে এটা কম নাই ভালো করে এটা হাজারি করে ভালো করে সাধারণ এটা হচ্ছে খেজুরটা $100 হাফ কেজি খুচরো টাকা আপনার কাছে আবির ভাই 500 দাও
أشهد أن لا أشهد أن لا أشهد أن محمدا أشهد أن